Dead Poets Society is a story of creative individualism. The idea that no two humans are the same. The idea that no human should be shoved into a box for societal pressure. And when you put that pressure on teenagers and children who have yet to explore their world and to understand themselves and what they want out of the world, it can be detrimental. Robin Williams' Professor Keating is the only adult in these children's lives who has any semblance of what these kids need outside of the mundane and boring and everyday. He's the only one that has any true empathy or compassion for these children. He's the only one that understands that this box is unrealistic. One staunch contrast that really stands out is the difference between Welton Academy and this public school that one of the boys goes to. You go from the ants go marching 2 by 2 to almost this chaotic colorfulness. You go from uniforms to fashion. You go from books and studying and stiffness to children running around and calling out for their friend. All this to show that when children are shoved into these molds that these parents have for them, they aren't happy. And the parents of the movie, of course, aren't concerned with whether or not their children are happy, but that's the problem, isn't it? The parents don't consider happiness. They want to protect their children from struggling or embarrassing themselves or falling down when they go out for one of these unstable jobs or careers in the arts. But all they're really doing is stifling them from their happiness and their creativity, which is human nature. Humans want to create. These children begin to understand better than the adults around them that no matter what life throws at you, no matter how imprisoned you are always going to feel grief and loss. And that's, again, part of the human nature. But what creativity and exploration and love and wonder bring to you is a better understanding of how to deal with that grief and that loss. Instead of stiffening up and instead of completely just shutting out the rest of the world, is to throw that grief and that loss into some kind of art. That's what moves society along.